Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Art. Long time no see. Sorry, I had to take a leave of absence to take care of some things, but I'm back producing more videos. Um, so, but without further out of the way, let's talk about this. Seems like James Cameron is still about the Terminator franchise, and he's actually going to reboot the Terminator. Now, we all saw Dark Fate, or at least you heard about it, because I didn't watch that crap, and it was a complete mess. It was a complete mess. And so we're gonna go through this article and see what he's talking about. This article is from CBR, and it reads as follows: Terminator reboot is in the early stages, and James Cameron's involved. James Cameron shared that the Terminator franchise is getting rebooted. During an appearance on the Smartless podcast, the director revealed that he is in active discussions to reboot the beloved franchise. If I were to do another Terminator film, I would maybe try to launch that franchise again, which is in discussion, but nothing has been decided. I will make it much more about the AI side than other than bad robots gone crazy, he said. Cameron directed and co-wrote both the Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Released by Orion Pictures in 1984, the Terminator starred Arnold as the Terminator T-800, of course. Assassin sent back in time from 2029 to 1984 to kill Sarah Connor, whose unborn son will one day save mankind from extinction by hostile artificial intelligence known as Skynet. Assisting Sarah is Kyle Reese, a soldier sent back in time to protect Sarah. The Terminator is immensely successful upon release, topping the box office for 2 weeks. The sci-fi action film also helped launch a multi-billion-dollar franchise that is currently consistent of 5 film sequels: Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation, Terminator Genesis, and Terminator Dark Fate. Television series and multiple comic book novels and video games. I was just reading that. I was like, okay, is that all? He's like, yeah. Yeah, I kind of forgot about Genesis. Genesis sucks. Ugh, Genesis sucks. Okay. Cameron regrets making the last Terminator movie for her granddads. Okay. Although Cameron departed from the Terminator franchise after Judgment Day, he returned to be a producer on Dark Fate, which picked up 25 years after Judgment Day and ignored the events of the previous 3 sequels. Although the film was highly anticipated ahead of its release, no, it wasn't. Dark Fate unfortunately underperformed at the box office. Cameron had recently opened up by being the producer on the film, revealing he regret bringing back both Arnold and Hamilton for Dark Fate. I think what happened is, I think the movie could have survived having Linda in it. I think it could have survived having Arnold in it. No. But when you put Linda and Arnold in it, then you know she's 60 something and he's 70 something, and all of a sudden it was a Terminator for your dad, it was a Terminator for your granddad. Our fans wait to learn more about Cameron's proposed film reboot. They can still look forward to Netflix's upcoming Terminator anime series, which is streaming on which the streaming service announced back in February 2021. The project has been developed by Netflix in a partnership with Skydance Media and Production IG. Well, Production IG has always put out good content, so that's hopeful. Metson Tomlin attached as writer, showrunner, and executive producer. Anyone who knows my writing knows I believe in taking big swings and going for the heart, said Tomlin. When the project was first announced, I'm honored that Netflix and Skydance has given me the opportunity to approach the Terminator in ways to break conventions, subvert expectations, and has real guts. Tomlin revealed that he had finished writing the first season of the upcoming show in July 2021. No further updates on the series has been given as of December 2022. And that is it. So, 2 things. The reason that Dark Fate sucked, in my opinion, is you have, at this point, And let's keep it honest. I have not seen Dark Fate, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it to where I'm like, yeah, that's something I probably will not watch because I'm a Terminator fan. I like Terminator. I think Terminator was a good franchise. I think it still is a good franchise. Still bankable. Still making money. Um, what I will say is this about Dark Fate, from what I've heard and read. They completely messed up the story because we've been told a certain story or marketed a certain story all this time, and then you changed it to something else. You killed off your main characters that people were connected to, and when you do that, people are going to be upset. It's a risk. Not only that, this film, even though it had Arnold and Linda in it, it didn't resemble anything of the Terminator. It just seemed like it was a hot mess. Even the new Terminator wasn't cool. The Liquid Terminator was cool back in the day, and I think that was the high point of the Terminators. To be perfectly honest with you, they have not found a Terminator that is better than Liquid Metal. It's been damn near 30 years. You had the hybrid that was in Dark Fate. You had the female Terminator, who was a different model. Whatever. I think the closest movie that had like some of the best designs was probably Salvation. Even though, you know, the guy who was a Terminator in that movie, he was okay. But the motorcycle Terminator, you saw more different versions of Terminators that just wasn't like the exoskeleton. You saw the older exoskeleton Terminators in that, and you know, they still brought back Arnold, but it was a younger Arnold model that they use because he's the face of the franchise. He really is, and I truly believe that if they would have pushed more so of the Salvation front, they could have got a good trilogy with it, because it was a decent movie. It was a decent movie, in my opinion. Now, you may not like it, that's fine. But I think that was the way to go with Terminator because of the fact that, you know, these Arnold and Linda are getting old. Arnold's not really acting anymore. If he's doing anything, he's doing stuff behind the scenes, or he's just retired. He's enjoying his life. Linda's getting old. They're not action stars anymore. They're in their golden years. So, with that being said, you know, it wasn't really believable at that point, doing the things that they were doing in this movie. It should have been a newer cast of characters doing it, and they should have been mentors. Basically, that's what it should have been. So, in his what he's saying, yeah, he kind of did make a movie with old people, and it probably should have been just rebooted. It shouldn't have been called Dark Fate. It should have just been called Terminator. It was rebooted. It was for a new set of people. But he didn't do it, so now he's doing it now. Great, good. That's what we want. We want something new, and that you can make this franchise last long. Because, like I said, it's a well-beloved franchise. The video games sell. Like, there's a video game now called Terminator Resistance. It sells. Everybody likes it. I've not heard not one person say anything bad about that movie. So, that's what's going on. That's what's out there. Hopefully, and like I said, it's in the works. Nothing has been definitive yet. They're still working out all the kinks. So we'll see if this gets made. Probably will. It probably does need a reboot. Hey, just put Arnold and Linda as cameos. You know, as a bus driver, as a person at the desk. You know, do the Stan Lee route with them. I'm pretty sure they'll do it, because it was their movie, and they have to make sure that it passes on to the next generation. that's it. So can't wait for this to learn more about this, and we will go from there. But anyway, guys, that is it. Just want to get this out there. Appreciate you all you guys that have been sticking with me, and I will catch you guys later. Deuces.